Hello, I'm Barack Obama, and right now our country is in a recession, America. I'm today joined with 3 international business people. As you can see, in equilibrium, the supply and demand meet at full employment. Unfortunately, in our case here in the US of A, GDP is not being fostered at the level it should be. As a result, the aggregate demand decreases, shifting the curve to the left. At the new level of real GDP, the price level has significantly decreased, signifying deflation. Now let's move to the wealthiest cattle owner of India, Raj Madik.
Here in the great subcontinent, goods appear more expensive than those in America. We would like to increase the supply of rupees in the foreign exchange market. This causes our exchange rate to lower and the rupee to depreciate.
Thank you, Mr. Madik. Now let's move on to South Korea's Chief Financial Administrator, Park Kyu-min.
Hello. Here in the Korean economy, we have had great luck with much commerce. The sudden boom of business has created an inflationary gap. The prices here in Korea have risen quite a bit, so that the US good seem much less expensive compared to the South Korean won. We expect an increase in US imports. Back to you, Barack.
Thank you, Kyu-min. Olga Margarita, the tequila queen of Mexico, is here to talk about her interest rates for her country.
Hola! Y bienvenidos a las noticias económicas. I am mucho happy to be una parte de su programa. Here in our economía, the interest rates are bajas. It is not possible to make mucho dinero in our country. The interest rates in the United States are very altas, and that is why we put our dinero in the American mercado. Here, monkey.
In all cases, the supply increases el mercado internacional. Therefore, the exchange rate decreases for the foreign currencies. This significant event means the depreciation of the peso, rupee, and won.
Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning.
Also, as a result of US goods being seemingly less expensive in each case, the demand for the US dollar will go up in the foreign exchange market, causing the dollar to appreciate.
Moving my hips like yeah. Got my hands up to playing my song. You know I'm gonna be okay. It's a party in the
Remember, real GDP is equal to consumer surplus plus investments plus government expenses plus net exports.
that's rockin' kicks. You gotta be from out of town. So hard with my
We have experienced an increase in demand for our goods due to the decrease of our prices, so the exchange rate for the dollar has increased. Also, the increase in the net export would allow our real GDP to increase.
And the Britney song was on. And the Britney song was on. And the Britney song was on.
Here's a quick recap on the foreign exchange market. Because American goods and services are relatively cheaper than those in India, Korea, and Mexico, these countries will increase their supply of currencies into the foreign exchange market. These foreign currencies will be used to purchase American goods and services, thus increasing demand for the quantity of US dollars. The increase in demand will reflect on the AD, which is the sum of consumer surplus, investments, government expenses, and finally, net export. As a result, AD increases at net exports in America increase, thus increasing the price level and quantity until other countries no longer find it favorable to trade with America.
As you can see, with this increase in real GDP, the price level rises due to the demand shock. This helps us out of a recession for the time being, but it also means that the cycle will repeat because now the US dollar will seem more expensive, and the US dollar will depreciate. The cycle repeats. Thanks for listening. I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message. Bye. My forehead looks shiny.